Imagine standing on top of one of the tallest peaks, with the wind rustling through your hair and the vast expanse of the land before you. As far as the eye can see, a massive wall snakes its way through mountains, deserts, and grassy plains. An ancient giant built by human hands to protect an empire. This is the Great Wall of China, a structure so grand it could circle the entire globe. Over 13,000 miles long, it's not just a wall, it's an enduring symbol of human perseverance, ingenuity, and sacrifice. Welcome to Funtastic Knowledge. Today, we're embarking on an extraordinary journey to explore the history, secrets, and untold stories of the Great Wall of China. Stick around and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more incredible historical stories. Trust me, you won't want to miss this one. The Great Wall of China stretches across the northern expanse of China, crossing 15 provinces and cities, including Hebei, Shaanxi, and Gansu, to name a few. With a history spanning over 2,000 years, this awe-inspiring structure was not built overnight. It took centuries, numerous dynasties, and millions of people to construct what we now call the Great Wall. But did you know that the Great Wall is not just one continuous wall? It is a series of walls, fortifications, watchtowers, and military installations that evolved over time. The wall we recognize today, the one made of brick and stone, was constructed primarily during the Ming Dynasty, from the 14th to the 17th century. Yet its origins trace back to even earlier times. To truly understand the Great Wall, we need to go back to the Warring States period from 475 to 221 BC, a time when China was divided into several feudal states. These states were constantly at war with each other, and each built its own defensive walls to protect its territory from invaders and rival states. The idea of creating a wall to protect against nomadic raids was not new. Nomadic tribes from the northern steppes, such as the Xiongnu, often attacked and plundered the settled Chinese cities. Each state during the Warring States period built walls around its cities to defend against these invasions. Some of these early walls were simple earthen structures, while others were more fortified. But as the need for defense became increasingly critical, the idea of unifying these walls began to take shape. In 221 BC, Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China, managed to unite the 7 warring states into a single empire, marking the beginning of the Qin Dynasty. One of his key achievements was not only uniting China under one rule, but also starting the construction of what would eventually become the Great Wall. Under Emperor Qin's orders, existing walls from the Warring States period were linked and extended, creating a larger barrier to defend against nomadic invasions from the north. The emperor used forced labor to construct the wall, with soldiers, prisoners, and commoners working on the project. However, the wall built during the Qin dynasty was not as massive as the one we see today. It was mainly a series of earthen walls, designed more to deter rather than block invaders entirely. After the fall of the Qin dynasty, China entered the Han dynasty from 206 BC to 220 AD, which ushered in a period of significant growth and expansion. During the Han Dynasty, the Great Wall grew in length, reaching a distance of around 3,700 miles. The Han emperors recognized the importance of defending China's northern borders, especially after the Xiongnu nomads began attacking again. To strengthen the wall, they fortified sections with brick and stone and added military watchtowers, garrison stations, and other defensive structures. At the same time, the Han Dynasty also expanded China's influence westward, establishing the Silk Road, a trade route that connected China to the Mediterranean. The Great Wall not only served as a defense against invaders, but also as a barrier to protect the valuable trade route. The Great Wall's influence waned during the Tang and Song dynasties, which starts from year 618 to 1279, as the threat from northern tribes seemed to diminish. In fact, during this time, China enjoyed relative peace and prosperity, and the focus shifted from military defense to cultural and economic development. However, this period of peace would not last forever. The rise of the Mongol Empire in the 13th century would once again bring the Great Wall into the spotlight. In the early 13th century, Genghis Khan and his Mongol warriors swept across northern China, obliterating everything in their path. Despite the efforts of the Chinese forces, the Great Wall at that time was not enough to hold back the Mongol horde. The Mongols breached the wall and began their conquest of China, eventually founding the Yuan dynasty. The Mongols' success led to a significant shift in how the Chinese viewed their defenses. It became clear that the existing wall would need to be improved and expanded if China was to protect itself from future invasions. Fast forward to the 14th century, when the Ming Dynasty from 1368 till 1644 took control of China. The Ming emperors recognized the need for a fortified defense against the Mongols, who had been pushed out of China but were still a threat. As a result, they decided to rebuild the Great Wall, and this time they built it to last. Between the 14th and 17th centuries, the Great Wall as we know it today began to take shape. The Ming rulers constructed a fortified wall using stone, brick, and wood, with an average height of about 25 feet and a width of about 15 feet. The Ming Dynasty added watchtowers, fortresses, and garrison stations at strategic points along the wall to protect against future invasions. This period also saw the construction of beacon towers, which were used to send signals to neighboring stations. If invaders were spotted, smoke signals would rise from the towers during the day, or fire signals would be lit at night to alert nearby garrisons. It's estimated that 25,000 watchtowers were built across the Great Wall during the Ming Dynasty, each playing a crucial role in maintaining communication and defense. The construction of the Great Wall was not only a monumental feat of engineering, but it also came at a significant cost. Over the course of its history, millions of workers were involved in the construction of the wall. These workers included soldiers, farmers, criminals, and even prisoners of war. Forced labor was common, especially during the Qin dynasty, where Emperor Qin Shi Huang reportedly conscripted large portions of the population to build the wall. The materials used to build the wall were diverse, ranging from earth and wood in the earlier phases to stone and brick during the Ming Dynasty. In some sections, a mixture of rice flour and sticky rice was used to bind the bricks together, making the wall stronger and more durable. The Great Wall was not just a simple barrier, it was a complex military system designed to protect the northern border of China. Along the wall, garrisons were stationed, ready to defend against any invaders. The construction of watchtowers, signal systems, and even trap doors for ambushing enemies showed the strategic importance of the wall. At some points, the wall was even reinforced by secondary walls built to defend critical pathways and areas where attacks were most likely to occur. Over the centuries, the Great Wall became much more than just a military structure. It became a symbol of Chinese strength, perseverance, and unity. The wall's construction and maintenance represented the determination of an entire nation to protect its sovereignty. The wall also became a cultural icon, inspiring poems, paintings, and folklore. Many legends surround the Great Wall, including the famous myth that it is the only man-made structure visible from space, a myth that, although false, highlights the wall's grand scale and the awe it inspires. Today, the Great Wall of China stands not only as a monument to China's ancient history, but also as a major tourist attraction. Millions of visitors from around the world flock to China every year to witness the wall's magnificence. The section near Beijing, which stretches about 600 kilometers, is one of the most popular spots for tourists. While the Great Wall's purpose as a military defense has long passed, it continues to serve as a cultural treasure. Its UNESCO World Heritage status, granted in 1987, has helped preserve this iconic structure for future generations to enjoy. Isn't it incredible how the Great Wall of China has withstood the test of time? From ancient fortifications to modern-day marvels, the story of this monumental wall continues to captivate and inspire us. If you enjoyed this journey through one of the greatest man-made wonders in history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Funtastic Knowledge. And leave your thoughts in the comments. What other wonders would you like to explore next? Your support helps us bring more fascinating history right to your screens. Stay tuned for more, and remember, knowledge is power.